Hello, guys. Welcome. Say hello if you're popping on. We're getting ready to dive into things. My apologies if you were waiting here since 9 o'clock, but my call tonight with my peeps went a little bit longer. It was and good. Oh, that's what I thrive to do. I love doing that. So, yeah, it went long. It was really good. If you guys are in my live coaching club, make sure you go back and watch the replay as soon as it's rendered because it was really good. It was all about really how to think about your daily method of operation and planning for it for an entire week and how to think about everything. Because the fact of the matter is that most people are not getting the results they desire because they literally do not think out their business. They don't map things out. They don't strategize. They just don't think. They really don't. They just kind of do. Right. And oftentimes our doing is not the correct doing or the most advantageous doing, right? That's going to move our business forward. And so I just got to tell you, like, I'm so hyped over where I am in business right now, where God has led me to be in my business right now, where my gifts and my talents have taken me, where seeking clarity has actually led me. I'm so thankful for all the amazing, women and even men that I have the opportunity of mentor, coaching, and guiding, the people that I have the opportunity to inspire. Like, I'm just so grateful for opportunity. I'm so grateful for space. I'm just so grateful, right, to be in the time that we are in right now. And I just want to make use of every single opportunity that I possibly can. And I want to inspire so many more people to operate in this way as well. And so tonight, that's really what this is all about. Hanging out with, my coaching community for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours tonight. Again, gives me great pleasure. And tonight, what I want to talk to you guys about is how to start an online business from scratch the easy way. Because what I've discovered with the blueprint that I work, the framework that I work, how I get down in my business on a daily basis at this phase of my business, it is such the easy way. And I want to inspire and empower more and more people to begin looking at their business this way and operating their business this way. I'll be very honest, it is a work in progress. So if you do desire mentorship, you do desire coaching, you do desire someone in your corner. That's really what it's about. When you decide to invest into someone to help you, is you're saying, hey, I want you in my corner. I want you to help me. I want you to help guide me. I want you to navigate me. I want you to help me make better decisions, right? To get the results that I really want. I don't want to flounder around. I don't want to figure things out on my own. I don't want to be on the outside looking in. I don't want to be wondering about this. Like, I want to shortcut. I want to be able to ask questions. I want to be able to get answers. And I want to have confidence in my direction. Like, that's really what this is all about. When you actually invest in yourself in that way to get someone or to have someone, right, that has a vested interest, right, or gives a damn about your actual success. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is really about. So tonight, I want to just share with you, like, where my business is right now and how I believe if more people operated like this, like, they would begin to experience a different level of results, right, inside of their business. All right. Because like my thumbnail said, like, literally most people are making it way too hard. All right. Let me know if you're out there live right now. Do you feel like you sit around a lot trying to figure things out? Right? Like, are you trying to figure out content? Are you trying to figure out what to do on a daily basis? When I say things like plan your week, are you like, what? Like, plan what? What do you mean by planning? Like, let me know if when you think about your business, you're like, yeah, like, I feel like I am perpetually trying to figure things out. Because what I'm going to share with you tonight, I believe it's going to help you get out of that mode of feeling like you're spending more time figuring things out. And it's going to get you more into, like, the flow, right, of your actual business, where it's kind of like your business is really just like an extension of your life, right? Your business is an extension of your energy. Your business is an extension of you being, right? That it can be a lot less heavy. It can be a lot more light It can feel more carefree. And believe it or not, all of that makes your business and what you do a heck of a lot more attractive to people that are trying to make the decision if they want to be down with you or if they want to buy from you, right? People buy from brands. People buy from real people. They don't buy just products. They're not just buying opportunity, right? Riddle me this. If people just bought opportunity or they just bought products, they just bought services, why are you here live right now? Why are you here live? Because believe it or not, to some degree, you're buying into me, right? You're here to hear from me. And whether or not you ever spend a dime in my business, it's just case in point, right? That we do rely upon people. We seek people. We want people, right? It's never just a product. It's never just the service. So when you realize how important you are to your actual business, what I'm going to share with you tonight, right, is going to make business a heck of a lot easier for you. All right. So let me actually share this story because this is what really allowed me to drop in and get a big realization around this. So if you've been hanging out with me for quite some time, you know, about 3 weeks ago, I opened the doors and I actually launched, or should I say aligned myself? I aligned myself with an earn and learn type opportunity, right? That teaches people how to build their online businesses. You know, it trains them on how to build a 6-figure online business, right? Step by step. And what's so unique about it is that it comes with a license that allows you to resell the course, right? And keep all the money. And I've always known that I was going to do something in resale rights, like literally hand on heart. If you were to see my hard drive, there's so many things that I have invested in or acquired, and I just shied away from it because I just didn't know, like, if I really wanted to go down that route. I didn't know if I wanted to go down that route with my own products for sure. And I didn't really know, like, if I did it, how I would do it. And then this fell in my lap, literally fell in my lap. And when I decided to bring it forth, the first thing that I did is I got really solid with why this makes so much sense. I knew instantly why it made sense, but I put it down on paper, like why it made sense for my business. And so I've shared that, right? Like in abundance over the past several weeks that I launched it. And this past weekend, someone from my actual coaching community emailed me. And basically, she's been struggling with gaining clarity over an area of her business for really quite some time, right? She's kind of gone back and forth with how she wanted to serve. And my content, coupled with other things, right, that she's been exploring, allowed her to actually feel more confident about, like, this is what I want. Like, I want to do essentially like what you are doing. I want to go down that path. I want to help people with online businesses, right? Like she has a very unique niche, right? And she's like, I want to help my people like understand how they can actually earn, right? And it makes so much sense for her actual niche and for the people she wants to serve. It's just absolutely brilliant. But literally, when I got her email, I had just sent out an email, right? Talking about wanting to serve 10 women in a really, really unique way and blah, 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 and all these things. And then I got her email, and literally her email almost brought me to tears because my whole thought was really simple. Had I not been bold, right, and got out there, right, sharing my journey, why I was doing this, right, had I had any isms and schisms or hangups over why I was doing this, why I made this decision, why I think other people should buy it and have it and all these different things, right? Then believe it or not, that would have cheated her. Because me like operating in my truth, me sharing my journey played a role, right, in her gaining more clarity over what she wanted to do. So not only, right, did she recognize what I wanted to do, right, but she actually became a customer, right, of this same course as well. Right. And she's already in my coaching community, but she decided to purchase this course as well. Right. And I played a role in that. But what that further allowed me to realize, because I do understand how you can feel fearful and doubtful, and you can feel like you're always at this place of trying to figure things out. You don't know who's going to buy. You don't know if what you're going to offer is going to sell. Right? You're coming at your business from a really hard disadvantage. You're giving your business a very big disadvantage. You should not be having those thoughts on a daily about your business, about yourself, about what you're offering, about none of those things. It is a disadvantage, and it's a very, very hard way to go. If you're sitting back trying to figure out what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, right? It's the hard way for your business. There should be a flow not because of what I say, because that's the way of business right now. It's how people are making buying decisions. How are people making thousands of dollars a day off of reels if it's this hard calculating thing that we all got to do? How are we watching silly TikToks and buying ebooks and digital products and booking coaching consults and coaching calls and hiring multi-$1,000 coaches if it's this complicated thing that we're all supposed to try to figure out like a Rubik's Cube? Like, literally, how are people making these decisions and how are people getting rich off of very, very simple content if it's supposed to be this hard calculating thing? That's not the day and age we're in right now. We're in the day and age where, guess what? Buying decisions have become incredibly easier. Okay? They're easier, right, when you decide and you understand the importance you have in your business. So when I say things like allow your journey to be your message and your message to be your business, that is your business plan. Business has become incredibly simple, right, when you allow that to be your flow, when you allow that to be your jam. But most people won't even, number one, admit they're on a journey, and then they won't dare share that journey with other people because I don't want people to know my life. I don't want to put myself on Front Street. Then get off the internet because it's going to be very, very difficult for you to earn, right, in the way that I earn. If you're watching my content, I have to believe you want to earn the way that I earn. I don't do e-commerce. I don't hide, right? I'm not selling stuff faceless, right? This way of earning is impossible. If you don't want to share your journey, you don't want to be the personality, the face of your brand, right? Your product, whatever you're offering, comes secondary to you. You are the face. You are what is important, all right? So understand this, all right? I'm going to revert to my notes now because this is the important stuff that I want you to really get, all right? All right? We all seek a few things in making decisions. Write that down. You have to understand how people make buying decisions. If you don't understand this, they're not going to buy from you ever. You got to figure it out because you got to like leave the bait, so to speak, right? And I don't mean that negatively, but if you don't know how people make buying decisions, how can you usher people into making buying decisions with you? Oh, because somebody can earn a few $1,000s with your opportunity? Not the play. That's not the thing that's going to make people buy. No one cares about that anymore. Why? Because you can earn thousands of dollars doing anything now. You got to have something better, right? You've got to have something better, all right? So when you understand, right, that people make buying decisions based upon literally just a few things, all right? And you have every bit of control over helping them with that buying decision. Number one, validation. Everybody wants something. Everybody knows they need something to get what they want, all right? Everyone's looking for solutions. Everybody wants to better their life or better their situation. Everyone's wanting to level up, right? Everyone's in search of something. And in all that searching, believe it or not, we are looking for validation. We're looking for other people that feel the same way that we feel, that want the same things that we want, that need the same things that we need, that are in the same space in life that we're in, that look like us, that sound like us, all the things. Like, we are looking for validation that we are not alone. Like, let me know if you know that I'm onto something with what I'm sharing. So believe it or not, when you decide to allow your journey to be your message and your message to be your business, all right, you step into a space where your journey and what you share in your messaging begins to help people with that validation. Because now they can look at you and say, wow, they're talking directly to me. How are we so much alike, right? They keep watching, they keep binging. Why? Because what you're sharing, what you're saying validates where they are. When I was getting started way back in 2007, and I shared, remember, I always talk about, if you're not newer here, you know me, right? I would always say how when I was first getting started, I knew nothing, I knew nobody, I had nothing when I came online, right? But I just got out there every single day and I talked about who I was, where I was in life, where I was going, and what I was using to get there. Believe it or not, the people that decide to buy that ebook from me and work with me, they were people that felt me. I validated their positioning in life also. I validated where they wanted to go. I allowed them to realize they were not alone, right? I shared my journey from day one of getting started online, and I've been sharing it consistently for 16 plus years, right? And so if we understand that people need a few things to make buying decisions, and validation is one of them, how do you validate their buying decision? How can you validate what they want and what they need and where they want to go? How do you validate it? You validate it the most effectively, the way that I've seen it, is by sharing your journey and allowing them to see themselves in what it is that you're doing, right? Allowing people to desire, not in a coveting kind of way, right? But again, being able to see themselves doing what you're doing, having what you're having, experiencing what you're experiencing, right? All of those things. Like if I had a business that was all about helping couples that were having problems in their marriage, right, have better marriages, you bet your bottom dollar, right, that all of my content, right, my husband will be right here by me. Why? Because I want them buying into like what an amazing, beautiful, happy couple looks like that's been married for 28 years, right? We're both gorgeous people, right? We're both believers, like all the things. I want them fully buying in. Like I want them saying, that's what I want. Because if that's what they want and we validate that for them by just us showing up, we're making the buying decision easier for them. All right. I know a lot of people, they don't talk like this, right? They're like, oh, use these power words, right? Use these call to actions, but you're talking to people. And if you don't understand, how do you make your buying decisions? Exactly what I'm sharing right here. Am I right or am I right? Okay. The second thing is confirmation, right? Which almost the exact same as validation, right? Confirmation. I'm not crazy. I knew other people thought the same way. I knew other people had the same problems. Want to hear a funny story? Back in the day, again, when I was first getting started, there was a part of my journey I did not share while I was going through it, right? I talked about, being broke as a joke. I talked about where I was, in life, why I was online, why I was seeking this new way. Like I shared so much, right? And then once I got myself out of a really unique situation, I began to share it. And that situation was that when I got started online, we were relying on payday loans to help us stay afloat. I shared that, right? Once we got out of it. And guess what? My business got us out of that. The extra money I was earning in my business got us out of that. We never had to go back to payday loans since then. But we were trapped in them. If you know anything about payday loans, it's a trap. You get stuck in them. Okay, this was way back in 2007. As soon as I started talking about that, I had people coming out of the woodworks that were like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe you're talking about that. Like, oh my gosh, like, I know what it feels like to be there. It's so embarrassing. But I confirmed to them and validated with them that they're not alone. That, yeah, people like me, whatever that means, right? I may seem to have it all together, which I didn't because I talked about what a mess I was when I started my business, right? But I validated and I confirmed to them that, hey, you're not alone. If you want to dig yourself out, you can dig yourself out because I did too. And this is how I did it, right? So oftentimes the buying decisions people want to make, they want to make the decisions, right, because they feel confirmed. They don't feel alone. They know someone else is like them, looks like them, sounds like them, has been in the same situation, all of those things. And believe it or not, by sharing your journey, right, that's what you give people an opportunity to experience, right? And so oftentimes we'll say things like share your journey. But I've discovered that when I broke it down for myself, that really what I'm doing is I'm sharing my journey, or I'm allowing my journey, right, to be my message, right? So how do I take my journey and turn it into a message, right, that can empower and inspire and help other people with what it is they're wanting to get or where it is they're wanting to go, right? This is a classic example. I took something that happened this weekend, right, but that I actually have a lot bigger message around, and I can use a lot more examples as well. And now I'm allowing that part of my journey to be a message, right, to help other people realize how important, right, sharing your journey and being a messenger is to your business. That I don't have to sit here and say, well, I want to go live, but what am I going to talk about? Because I never say I want to go live. You might say, I want to go live. What am I going to talk about? Because you feel a need that you have to go live. I don't have a need that I have to go live. I have a need that I got to share this message. And oftentimes going live is the way, it's the outlet that I want to share the message, right? So it's never, I got to go live. That's why my content is never whack, because my content is always backed by the fact that I have a message to share. And live just happens to be the way that I want to let it out. Let me know if that helps you, right? That's why, again, earlier when I said, if you're ever sitting there, you're wondering, like, how do I figure this out? How do I do this? If you change things up and you allow your journey that you're actually on to be your message and what you share every single day to connect with other people, right? That message, believe it or not, becomes your business. Because now that message, guess what, becomes your videos, your lives, your social media content, your reels, your shorts, right? Your posts on social media, your emails, like everything that you do. It might even turn into products that you create, right? So you never have to worry about biting off of someone else or trying to be like someone else. You can be inspired by the work of other people, right? I learn and I'm inspired by the work of other people, right? But just like I was just sharing on my coaching call, I don't make money without my voice, period. Because my voice validates. My voice and the way that I show up confirms. All right. So when you understand that as human beings, because you realize that you may want money, you may feel like you're in the pursuit of money, right? I may say, learn more about what I'm doing. If you want to earn $500 a day, right? Like we're appealing to money when we say things like that. But I never, ever, ever forget that I'm dealing with people. It's people that have the money, right? That want what I have to offer, that end up buying what I'm selling, and that's how I make the money, right? So when you never forget that we are all as human beings seeking something, please write that down. We are all seeking something. And believe it or not, it's often more rooted in finding someone that we can actually relate to. Because very seldom do people buy because you help people do this, okay? Meaning, let's say you help people lose weight and someone starts searching on YouTube how to drop 5 pounds fast. Do you really think they're stopping at the first video if they're going to buy something? Or do you think they're going to keep watching until they find someone they can relate to? They find someone that's talking their language, someone that they believe they can trust. They're going to keep searching until they feel like the buying decision makes sense for them, period. That's your role in all of this. That's where your journey comes into all of this. It's not what's the best content, what's the best topic. It's none of that. Okay? It's what piece of your journey can you share today so it connects with them and makes them realize, hey, this is the person that can help me. All right. So when you realize, again, as humans, we're all seeking something every single day. We're all seeking something. All right. We want to feel like we're making smart decisions. How do you make people feel like that? Right? The big takeaway that I got, right, when my girl reached out to me this weekend, right, and said what she said was not, oh, Steph, woohoo, I didn't pat myself on the back. I got teary-eyed because I'm like, how dare me ever take my eyes off the prize when it's not about me? Your business and what you do and do not do is not about you. Because there are people that are in the cut, that are watching, that are doing all these things. And oftentimes they're gaining deeper levels of clarity. They're giving themselves the green light. They're giving themselves the permission to move forward, right? Because of something that you've shared, right? And so for me, the big wake-up call for me was, right, is that we all want to feel like we're making smart decisions. And believe it or not, the way that we share our journey, right, it creates conviction in other people as well. Again, because it validates and it confirms. Right? It validates and confirms. And when you can't go boldly in sharing your journey and allowing your journey to be your message and your message to be your business, right? You really do people an incredible disservice, because even though somebody might not think, right, that they're here for your journey or they're here for your messaging, it's literally what they stick around for. It's literally what they keep listening in for. All right. That is how you're going to make more money in your business. All right. Okay, so when you allow your journey to be your message and your message becomes your business, it gets easier. It gets easier. From day one, that's how I built my business. From day one, I never sat down and wondered what's the best thing to say. How do I come up with content idea? What felt right was to simply let people know who I was, where I was going, what I was using to get there, and how they can get on this journey with me, how they can learn with me, how they can get access to the same thing that was helping me. It just was logical. It just made sense. And that continues to be the way I do business to this very day, right? I've shared this before. I'm on a body transformation journey as well, right? If I wanted to start sharing that and I was like, I want to make money, helping other women with their body transformation right along with me, I could get that start up in a matter of days and I could begin making money from it. Why? Because I'm doing nothing more than sharing my journey. And every single day I would just share what I'm eating. I would share my workouts. I would share my results. I would share how I'm feeling. I would share tips and things. I would, share what I learned from somebody else. Sorry, I'm like right on the street where my office is. I would just share, right? And I would invite them in, right, to actually work with me. Whatever I had to sell, that would be the call to action. But I would be showing up every single day, sharing my journey and being a resource and an inspiration, right, to women that wanted to lose weight the same way that I was losing weight, period. And I would do it every single day. Why? Because that's the journey I'm on. And my message, right, is what I'm using to inspire them, to validate, to confirm, to allow them to realize they're not in this all by themselves, right? And then I would let them know where they could go to dive deeper with me, to work with me, to get my playbook, to get my whatever I'm selling, right? Like that's all it is that we're actually doing. It never has to be harder than that. Okay? It never has to be harder than that, right? So stop searching for what's right or wrong, right? And just start to share and invite. Share and invite. Can you do that? Right? Share and invite. So what do I do in my business now? Right? Do you want to start an online business? Do you need help with the setup? Right? To make money online, guess what? You got to understand the setup. You got to have a business setup. You got to know marketing, right? There are things you got to know. If you don't know those things, I have a fantastic platform that you can learn from. And if you don't have a business, you can also earn from it. It's no ploy. It's nothing to feel any kind of way about. I'm sharing, right? I'm an online business mentor, right? I'm a digital business builder. I help people make money online. If you want to make money online, you got to know some stuff. If you don't know the stuff, here's where you go to know the stuff. And then guess what? You can turn right back around and you can begin to share your make money online journey, your online business journey with others, teach them what you're learning, right? And invite them to the same platform and collect a cool $500 every time someone says, yes, I want to learn how to make money online. I just don't see it as being more complicated than that, right? And for me, it's simple. Everybody wants to learn how to make money online, right? And it's what I've been talking about for 16 years, right? I just continue to share my journey. I continue to share what it is I know about making money online and being a digital business builder, right? And I just simply introduce people to where they can go and learn it themselves, right? And duplicate the process, duplicate what it is that I'm doing, all right? So no matter what you're wanting to sell, simply take people on a journey around it. Please write that down. Simply take people on a journey around it, all right? The journey you share becomes reason for your messaging and your content. And that becomes, right, your business. That's what runs your business and what fuels your business. Nothing more complicated. So when your journey becomes your messaging and your messaging then is your business, do you realize how now it's easier to create videos, to create live streams, to create reels, and to create everything that's going to support and run your business? Because you're just sharing your messaging, which is your journey, in a variety of different ways to what connect with people. There are people on every single platform imaginable, right, that are your people. People are consuming content in so many different ways. And guess what? Your people are on those platforms. I don't care how old you are. Your people are on every single platform imaginable, doing all kinds of things. They're on YouTube searching, right? They're on Instagram watching reels and memes and laughing, right? They're on TikTok doing the same thing, right? They're on Facebook, right? Scrolling and doing whatever people do on Facebook, right? They're on Pinterest searching. They're on Google searching, right? All of our people are on every single platform imaginable. Okay. Don't make up some lie that your people are only one place. They're not. They're everywhere. You just have to decide what platform you want to share your journey and your message on to connect with them where they are. Right. And then you create the content for that platform to connect with them in that way. Again, it's still not hard. because it's your messaging, it's your journey, and you simply sharing it with them in a way that's easy for you, that's light for you. And for them, right, it's confirming. For them, it's, I think I found the person. For them, it's, wow, I never knew that. For them, it's, wow, they're talking directly to me. Wow, she has hair like me. She looks like me. She sounds like me. Right? Oh, I really like him. I really like her. That's what it's like for them. Right? That's the content that people are consuming online right now. It's not about the perfection. It's not about nailing something. It's literally about being excited about the journey that you're on and wanting to share bits and pieces of it every single day to inspire others, to empower others, to validate, to confirm, and to help them make the buying decision, right? They're in the market to make anyway. You do realize that, right? They're in the market to make it anyway. All right. You just want them to make it with you, and you allow them, right, to make it with you by exactly what we're talking about tonight. All right. Exactly what we're talking about tonight. You don't have to go out there and research. It's your journey. You know what it's like to do your thing. You know what it's like to have it to be a day in the life of what you do. No matter what your area of expertise is, you know what a day in your life looks like. Share it. Freaking share it. All right. All right. People will begin to buy, right? Why? Let me tell you what I thought about my girl this weekend, right? And again, she wasn't the first person to buy, but it was her email that triggered me. And it made me realize how important what we do is in terms of sharing our journey. Okay. But this is where it gets really important. Okay. People will begin to buy because you believed first. You believed that your journey was worth something. You believed your journey could help other people. You believed in what it was that you were doing enough to get out there and to begin to share it with others. You believed the results you got for yourself. You believed in what you decided to sell. You believe in what you're doing on a daily basis. You believed in it enough to take some kind of action, to begin sharing it with another person, to begin taking some kind of stand on it. And because you did that first, you made room for others to say, I believe in what it is he or she is doing. I want to do it too. You gave them room for validation and for confirmation. You made them feel smart about this buying decision because they view you as being smart and you're doing something they want to do too. They're inspired by what it is that you're doing. They're inspired by the message that you're sharing. They're inspired that you had the guts to do X, Y, Z. They're inspired by what you were able to do for yourself. And now they feel smart by making the decision to align with you. Why? Because they see themselves in that journey now. They see themselves in that process now. You don't find this conversation in courses. This is the missing element from so many people's perfect little content. This is why a lot of what you think matters doesn't matter. And this is why the success rate online is what it is because most people have an ism and a schism around, hey, that was a really great, inspiring thought. Let me go live and share it. My people need to know this. There's someone out there that needs to know this. There's someone out there that's going to be better because I showed up and shared this. So people keep not making money because they keep not showing up, because they keep trying to figure things out, because they're all up in the weeds instead of amongst the people, right, that actually desire this information, right? And I want you to think about something just for a moment. When someone makes a buying decision and you realize they couldn't have made it unless you believed first, do you realize like what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing that really is? I know for the dudes that are out there watching this, like I might have just lost you with that, right? But seriously, when you think about the big picture of things and you're like, they couldn't have come to this realization. They wouldn't have come to this realization. Like I believe in messaging and connecting that deep. Yes, I believe in it that deep. It's never about me being a big deal. It's the fact that like this weekend with that email, I was like, Steph, what if you would have created some drama around the way that you released and talked about this new program? What if you were afraid of what people would think, right? That you're actually promoting, someone else's thing, right? I could have created a lot of drama and isms and schisms, and it would have been solely about me. And that would have impacted, right, someone else's journey, that my messaging actually validated and confirmed for them and helped them come to a conclusion. Do you realize the importance of what it is that we do as individuals in our business? It's not about your deal. It's not about the latest, greatest opportunity, right? It's not about the ebook. It's not about the thing. It's literally about you, right? Sharing your message, allowing your journey to be your message, and your messaging to be your actual business, and people connecting with that message, right? And feeling validated, feeling confirmed, right? And feeling like they're making a smart decision by aligning with you. Unless you get this business online, it's just hard. There's not one person that I buy from. There's not one coach that I have that I connect with that's outside of this. All of my buying decisions is because I'm on their content like this, or I'm like, I want a business, like I want to do what they're doing. I want to learn this process, right? It's never because of a stinking sales page. I barely even read sales pages. I'm sold from the content, right? And then I go right over to the sales page and usually click and buy. I don't read the sales pages. It's already been confirmed with their content that that's what I actually want. When you realize that, again, you'll realize how important you are to your actual business, that you are the business. And then when you realize how many decisions are hinging upon you getting out there and allowing your journey to be your message, and being bold, being courageous in sharing it, your business will change. Your business will absolutely change. All right. And so literally, I think of this as effortless selling. I literally think of this as effortless selling. I feel like what I do is the pay, literally, right? The work I do is the pay. Because of course I'm going to get paid for what it is that I do. Of course I'm going to sell. But I'm not afraid to do what it is that I do, because to me, this is the pay. This is how I pay it forward. This is how I help. This is how I feel like I reward myself, right? By having an outlet to be able to share and help other people, realizing 99% will never do business with me, but 1% will. And so literally every single day, right, I'm showing up knowing that I'm already fully paid, right? And that the 1% that are actually out there looking for me, vying for me, I'm showing up for them. And that's a non-negotiable for me. Most people, like I shared in my email yesterday, worry way too much about who's not. And because people aren't, then you stop. And now the 1% can never. Think about that. So just like the title said for tonight, if you want to start an online business from scratch, the easy way, no matter what it is you want to sell, no matter what area of expertise you are coming from, if you are not taking people on a journey, if you are not sharing your journey, if your journey is not your message, if you're not teaching people from your experience, if you are sitting there trying to figure out way too many things, you're making it way too hard. When you realize that every single one of these platforms turns the internet into a playground, and it's up to you to pick whether you want the swings, the slide, the thing that goes back and forth, right? The thing that spins around like this that threw me off when I was little. Whether you want to sit in the sandbox and play, that's where I would be. I'd be in the sandbox playing, talking to myself. That's where I would be. But it's a playground. Pick where you want to play and show up And I'm going to close with this because I take that back. I have a couple more things, but I'm not going to be able to say it any better than this. It's a playground, right? And how often as a kid do you remember starting off someplace all by yourself? Maybe it is the sandbox, right? And you're creating your little creatures and you're doing your thing in the sandbox. And then another kid comes along and there's kids that are on the swings. There's kids that are doing all different kinds of stuff. But another kid comes along and you're like, I want to play in the sandbox too. I want to do what you're doing. And guess what? It doesn't matter that there are kids on the swings. It doesn't matter that there are kids that have elected to go on the slide. It doesn't matter that there are kids that are double dutching over here. It doesn't matter that some kids are crybabies and want to just hang out with their parents. What matters is that another kid comes along at some point and says, I want to play in the sandbox too. And depending upon how long you end up being there for the day, before you leave, there's likely a heck of a lot more kids that are playing in the sandbox right along with you. But there are also kids that are everywhere else doing a lot of other things too. Will you play in your sandbox long enough? Will you show up and own your sandbox? Will you be there for the kid that wants to play in the sandbox too, but is only selecting the sandbox because there's already someone there doing what it is that they want to do? I literally just thought about that as we were coming to a close. Let me know if that's deep. Y'all, that's business. That's this kind of business. Most people online won't do that though. Right? They won't stand their ground and do what they want to do for fear that all the other kids are on the swing. So instead, let me go stand in line. And instead of having fun doing what I want to do, I'll just stand in line, right? And be 15 kids deep into waiting for the swings. Stupid. That's stupid. When deep down inside, what you want is over here. Sometimes you got to be the first to validate. Sometimes you got to be the first to confirm. In 2009, I wish I would have had the guts to do what I was called to do. But because I didn't feel like I was validated, I didn't feel like there was anyone doing what I wanted to do, I felt like that was a sign there was no space. I wasn't willing to go sit in the sandbox and do my thing. Now, non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Right? This here is my business. Right? And I want to help more women step into this space where they realize like what you're doing, what you're creating, your journey, your message, it is your business. Now get the heck out there, right? And create a space for others that want what you have, right? To know that they can come get it, right? That they can come get it, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and close out for tonight. If you do want to learn more about how I'm doing what I do online, I've been making money online for almost 16 years. Got started in affiliate marketing, marketing other people's products and services, learned the ways of the internet, made a lot of money, became along the journey, right? Long story short, became a business coach, consultant. Now I'm a business advisor. I love all things digital business. I've realized that over the years, skills pay the bills. The more skillful you can be with this online business stuff, from the setup to the tech to the marketing to everything, right? Literally, the more money that you can actually make. So if you want to learn, right, how to make money the way that I make money online, by number one, learning the skills of online business. Number two, using those skills for your online business to prosper your own online business. All right. And then number three, to turn those skills right into information that you can use to help other people, right? And also creating services that can be of great help to other people as well. Because I developed the skills many, 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 many years ago. All right. My skills have allowed me to continue to pay the bills. All right. The skills that I've learned have allowed me to be paid thousands and thousands of dollars by single clients for me to do things for them inside of their business. All right. It gives me great joy in the day and age that we're in right now, the times that we're in right now, as more people are flocking to the internet, right, to introduce them to such a platform where number one, you can learn all that you need to learn, right, to begin earning 6 figures a year in your own online business, no matter what it is that you want to sell. And then number two, right, to be able to be in such a position to give you a ready-made business, right? So if you want something to sell that can begin creating $500 days for you, right, 4 sales a week, $2,000 a week, right? It's up to you, but to know that I can help people learn online business and I can actually help them earn in this space as well with a ready-made business or ready-made opportunity. And I'm not kooky when I say this. It literally lights me up and gives me so much joy to be in this kind of position, to be able to offer such an opportunity for other people, because I recognize the times that we're in. All right. So I really, really hope that I'm leaving you better. Again, how do you start an online business from scratch the easy way? You allow your journey to be your message and your message to be your business. All right. Promote and create things that you love. And that's what makes a world of difference in my business. I create things that I love and I sell them. I promote things that I love and I talk about them. And my journey is wrapped up in them all. And I always have a story to share. I always have an example to share. I always have an area of expertise, right, to share with another person. I never am sitting here trying to figure out what to do or how to do it. I just simply allow my journey to be my message and my message to take over. All right. So again, if you want to learn more about what I'm doing, the link's down below in the description. Today is Monday. So tomorrow night, I have another orientation where I will be showing up to actually help you get started. So if you do get started tonight, you'll be invited to my orientation tomorrow. We'll be able to meet and greet live, and I will walk you through how to get set up successfully and get the best start, right, using this amazing platform. I hope you're leaving better than when you came. It's your girl, Steph Perez. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe, click on notifications, and I will see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.